Friends and followers, I'm Brian Twomey. This is Currency Trading. This is the FX Weekly. First, we begin with last week. What happened? We talked about the big move that would happen between the British pound and USD CAD. Why? Because the spread here was at 289 pips. As I said, this spread is too close. This has to widen. The spreads widened this week. They widened to 539 pips. Now, the relationship is back to normal. At Pound USD 3175, USD CAD 1.2602, okay? This spread, what's going to happen is you're going to see more of a widening. And this is a good thing because then we're going to have shorts in GBP USD and longs in USD CAD. Moving along, we spoke last week. Euro opened last week at 1.0910. The week before, 1.0928. You had 2 weeks of longs, free. What happened last week? Euro went from 1.0910 to 1.1138, or 228 points. What is 1138? What does that represent? That represents the halfway point from 9 to 11 and from 11 to 13. What is 13s? That's our target. Okay? 13s are our target. Moving along. Where is Euro now? I don't know. Should I get to Euro now? Moving along. Now, moving along. Let's do that. Here's your targets for Euro. 1.1280, 1.1337, 1369, 1457. 1457. That's 1.1457, and that's also 114.57 USD/JPY. How do you know? USD/JPY minus Euro equals 1.1481 and 11481. Eurocad 3907 to 4157. You have 250 points last week. Euro New Zealand 59s. Again, this is the second week of trades, okay, from 59s. Last week, Euro New Zealand was 1.6022. What do you got? Euro New Zealand went to 6322 for something in the vicinity of 422 pips. What's the target on Euro New Zealand? 1.65s. Going to 6.5s. Where's Euro New Zealand this week? Back to 1.5994. A drop of 28 points from last week's closing price. You have another free long. USD/JPY. I want to clarify something here. In 15 weeks of trades, okay, for some reason I'm hooked on the number 800 points profit. That's wrong. 15 weeks trades, 1,875 points. See my blog for all the trades that were posted on Sunday for the week. btwomey.com, InsideTheCurrencyMarket.com. It's all there. DXY last week, what did we say? It was overbought. It was also at the peak at 99.18. Where did it go? 97.76. What's that, like 150 points or something? The drop of DXY is what allowed your Euro cross pairs to take off. the week. Again, the drivers to currency markets, week 3, and it will be the same thing for the next at least 3 weeks. The drivers, Euro USD, Euro cross pairs, USD JPY, and for this week, we will add GBP cross pairs. All oversold. The currency markets now this is a rare opportunity. The currency markets now are cross pair driven. This is where your trades are at. This is where you're going to find that you make most profit. This is where you want to trade. Leave the anchor pairs alone, okay? What happens, I don't have a total explanation for what I'm going to say, but every 2 years, right around the February-March period, every 2 years, cross pairs are the predominant trade. I mean, what we know is that the cross pairs and anchor pairs, they're at their widest distance, and they have to normalize. How long this takes? Month, 2 months, usually no longer than 2 months. We're into week 3. I mean, we're probably good for at least another month. Once we start hitting in the I don't know, end of April, sort of May period, this is when it dies out. This is when cross pairs and anchor pairs are again married. This is where again range trades, and you got to work for the trades, work for the money. Now, the money is easy. The trades are easy. The money is easy. Let me give you an idea what I'm talking about. Euro odd from 4.9s. We had 2 trades already from 4.9s. Where is Euro odd this week? Opens at 1.4901. That is only a drop of 55 pips from last week. This is a free trade. Enter. Where? Anywhere. It doesn't matter. Where's it going? As we mentioned in the first video, I think we got a 44 target. Okay? You have... No. Yeah, no, we got like a 54 target. Okay? There's 400 points of upside. Where's your entry? It doesn't matter. Just get in. And ask yourself, how many points do you want? Eurocad. What are we doing with Eurocad? Eurocad. I don't know. As a matter of fact, 3907 last week. We're in the vicinity of 3907 this week, okay? You are long. Long where? Anywhere. It don't matter. Long. Euro New Zealand. Back to 59s again. Free trade. Free trade. Pound New Zealand. Want to laugh at Pound New Zealand. 90.70. Last week, 1.9138. We had a drop of 68 points since last week. Again, they did us a favor. Long. Okay, we got the drivers. We got the drivers here. We got the drivers. Here's USD CAD. Here's your levels. I'll write this on my blog as well for anybody interested. You got 2146, 2380, 2584, 2660, 2668. Up, we got the 20. We're gonna lose this board. 25. Your sister. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. Leave it running. We got to leave this running, man, no matter what. All right. All right. Moving along. Okay, what do we got? All right, where is CAD? 2584 to 2660. It opens at 2602. Compare that to GBP. What do you got? It opens GBP 1.3175. Opens 3175. What do you got? 3123, 3165, 3209, and then the same old thing right here. 3342, 3419, 3759. These numbers haven't changed in a month, probably 2 months. What do we got here? Australia, New Zealand, overbought. Again, week 3, overbought. Short. Let's take a look at New Zealand and see what it's doing. Take Australia, 74.12, minus New Zealand USD, 6903, equals 509. Divide 2 equals 254. Take NZD USD 6903 plus 254 equals 7157. Take 6903 minus 254, you got a 6649. Here's your range. What's your range? 254. Remember your ranges, as I mentioned in the last videos? 300 points, 600 point ranges. Those are 2 300 points ranges. Okay. Odd overbought. Odd. Euro odd oversold. We know that. We're long. Okay, we're long anywhere. Just open. Just as soon as the market opens, long. But what are we saying here? You have odd USD, Euro odd. 2 different pairs. It's like apples and oranges. 2 different fruits. What are we really saying? We're saying that odd USD is overbought, and we know this by verification because odd Euro is also overbought. Now we have a match. But we have confirmation, okay? We have confirmation. Here is your odd targets. Odd begins 74.12. And what do we got? Here's your targets. You got 7343 and 7319. How should you look at your currency pairs? Your currency pairs. Can this has to stay like this? I have to. All right. Look at your lineups, okay? Look at your lineup. Pound Swiss, pound Euro. If this keeps up, I'm just going to quit. Pound Swiss, pound USD. We're going by lowest to highest exchange rates. Pound Swiss, pound USD, pound yen, pound CAD, Euro odd, pound New Zealand. You have 6 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the middle pair? Pound CAD. Pound CAD. Same situation in Euro. Eurocad is the middle pair. Odd CAD, it's sort of a top pair. It needs explanation, but it's a top pair. NZCAD is a top pair that also needs explanation, but it's for this argument purposes on this day, it's a top pair. Pound CAD as your middle pair is not the total big performer of GBP. It performs well, but it's never the top performers. Your top performers are here, and your two at the end. Your top performers are Pound Odd, Pound New Zealand. But notice the position of GBP, USD, and Pound Yen. Where do they sit in relation to Pound Swiss and Pound CAD? They are middle currency pairs. Okay? The driver to the entire structure really is Pound Swiss at the bottom, Pound New Zealand at the top. These are two middle pairs. All right, for the week, JPY cross pairs are overbought. JPY cross pairs are overbought. Okay, Pound Yen. Pound Yen, very important, Pound Yen. Remember last videos. What's the range on Pound Yen? 148, 158. Where is Pound Yen this week? It is at 15697. It is overbought. It is overbought along with all the JPY cross pairs. Take them all short. All short. Where's your entry? It doesn't matter. Just enter short. Currency pair trade begins at entry, ends at target. There's nothing in the middle. It begins at entry, it ends at target, okay? What's in the middle? Levels. I meant to post this week's Euro trade. I'm trying to work it out that I go to my church. They have a big giant board, markers, everything. Trade begins at entry, ends at target. What is a weekly trade? For us, you have levels. Let's see, what do we got with your 1.1049? I know where it's going. 1.1155. That's right, I remember. You got a 49. Where is it going? Your target is 1.1155. How is it going to get there? I don't have enough room. I have the levels. Maybe I'll write this also for the week on my blog. On my blog, you mean btwomey.com or insidethecurrencymarket.com. There you will find so much information. You'll find years upon... I guess the trades go back to, I don't even know, 2008, 2010, something in that vicinity, a very long time. And on the way, I provide information. What do you mean information? Here, let me give you an idea what I'm talking about. I talk about data. Let's run through some of this. This is the job of a trader. It is all about data, and this is a requirement. Here is the S&Ps. See this? 10-year monthly averages. Just did this recently. Notice the last S&P. We don't do the S&Ps very often, but I run the data. I run the data every so often, and if there's something there, we take the trade. Our last trade was 4,700 to like 42. It was like a 700-point trade, and a week, 2 weeks, I don't remember, 3 weeks, something in that vicinity. Anyway, I couldn't have taken the trade without data, okay? Not charts, not Bollinger Bands, not all of this other. I need data, man. That's most important. Moving along. DXY. DXY. Remember last week I said it was at the top? It closed at and opened at 99.18. I said short. It's going short. I offered the target levels. It went to 97.76 in that vicinity for like 150 points. I wouldn't have known this information if I didn't run and enter data, okay? Moving averages. It's all about moving averages. Why moving averages? That's what your central banks trade. That's how your central banks traditionally trade, by moving averages. Don't take my word for it. Go to the central banks. They have what they call red books. They're red books or blue books, or they're some sort of a colored book, okay? And in those books they have all the calculations for all their data and for exchange rates, okay? And what you're going to see from central bank to central bank is some sort of a math formula in relation to moving averages. There's a number of ways to look at this. Regression, there's z-scores. These are the two most popular, the two my favorite, the two that I would use. Some of them take these things a step further. Instead of z-scores, they may use t-scores. That's the same thing, only a different number, okay? But you're using the same data. It is. I mean, they're in t-scores are in like multiples of 10. You want z-scores? Z-scores are simple, 1 to 3. You know. Okay. And gold here, gold. I posted this. There wasn't gold at 2058. This was recent. Wasn't much happening for gold, okay? There's never anything most happening with gold. It's a dead instrument, okay? Gold is just like Euro GBP. It's like Euro Swiss. It's like Swiss yen lately. It is, these are non-movers, okay? There's no thrills in gold. But then again, every now and then, you know, I do the check to see what's happening, to see if something's going on. You'll notice some gold trades. I think our last gold trade was, oh my gosh, it was months and months ago, 7 months, 6 months, all on my blog, btwomey.com, InsideTheCurrencyMarket.com. That trade was, if I remember correct, somewhere in the 500-point range. Took, again, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know what it took. But, again, data, man, data. Now, what I should have and what I don't have is data on GDP, data on inflation. I have the data, okay, and I run the data every so often. I don't have it with me. ISM, whatever economic release you're interested in or interested in trading, you've got to run the data, man. You know, you got to see what's happening. Is GDP overbought? Is it oversold? Is it going higher? Is it going lower? This is the same thing for NFP. I mean, everybody watches NFP like it's this one big, giant, great event, but it may not be. You won't know until you run the data. It's a lot of numbers, man, and it takes time. But that's what you got to be accurate. This is what you got to do. All right, what else? What else is going on here?
We'll pick it up next week.
Yeah. All right. There was a couple other things that I wanted to show. I'm running out of board. I have other boards, but they're small. So we'll be here next week. I'm Brian Twomey, btwomey.com, InsideTheCurrencyMarket.com. Thank you all very much.